the biggest Golden Knights hockey team, the last hockey expansion team in the league before ours, the Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit about the department. We are a guest experience galore department where we do anything and everything we can to create the best experiences for our premium guests. So our guests that bought those $1 million suites, and also our Metropolitan Club guests, which is a club area where guests pay for a table for the year. So that table belongs to them. It works just like real estate. We cannot resell that table. We cannot give that table away to someone else. And then their seats will be right on the other side of the club, so they can watch all of the games. The hospitality team, will be doing a lot of escorting, concierge level service as well, a lot of surprise and delight. So anything that we can do to make sure that the guests are having the most incredible experience possible, we are there to do.
And may I ask, how big is the team that I'm working with if I get hired?
It will be around 25 to 30 ambassadors and 9 supervisors.
Oh, nice supervisor. Okay. So, is there any lead around, or do I just go up to the supervisor, or what is the best if I go up one level to ask for question or for assistance?
I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure I understand the question. Can you rephrase that for me?
If I have some question that I ask on my job test, so do I go to supervisor specifically, or do I go to the leader or some kind of people that is work I'm working with?
So we can go into the specifics of the job a bit later if you
Mm-hmm.
want. So I want to make sure we have plenty of time to talk about you and learn about
Yes.
you.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a position where the ambassadors are very empowered. So I want ambassadors that are able to problem solve and solve the issues. Of course, if there's something that they need a supervisor for,
Mm-hmm.
the supervisor will be there to assist, and that will be the person that they will go to. They'll be there to support. But the ambassadors themselves will be pretty empowered so that they can make decisions and solve
Oh,
issues
yeah.
with the guests.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So tell me about you. Tell me about your experience in guest services, and what attracted you to apply for this.
Well, I'm working as a cruise agent. You know, the cruise is about to end and it's seasonal, so I wish to go on a more permanent job. And right now, I'm just working. Before I was working as check-in agent. Now I'm just kind of like front row facing to the customer where I doing the escort as you mentioned. Like I have to provide my directions, and also like before the escalator I have to check if there any accident lately, because like just an accident happened lately to a guest who was trying to like pick up his feet on the escalator, so I have to stop the escalator and then let him pick his feet up, and then we have to escort him down the escalator to let him have some time resting or any problem or any body damage. So we have to stop or make a pause for the escalator, and then before it runs smooth again. So we have to, I mean, some, yeah, of course, some health checkup for that customer, and then yeah, so that was some delay for the boarding. And then I also do the check-in agent. What I do is like I check in agent, and then like I take pictures, and for security issue, like before they get they have to do some facial recognition. And also I have done the wellness check, like right now they have to like have some vaccination. Every guest has to be vaccinated in order to be on board to the ship, so I do the check-in. If they have like some vaccination document issue, or they have missed some vaccination, or they have just, I mean, complete all their vaccine, and they are able to, I mean, proceed to the next check-in step. So I have to make sure the document is right, the date is right. And well, when it comes to the check-in, the official check-in is like if they have to pay cash upfront, or they have to split their documents. Like for one guest, they want to split like between the other roommates, so I have to split the settlements. And from there, after the settlement is, I mean, being settled, so it's just guide them to where the check-in, I mean the boarding line is. And the next job I have been worked for is the temp customer service rep, which I have been in the city of Seattle working as the vaccination clinic side where I do face-to-face customer registration. So I let the customers bring to my table and I look up their ID identification and then register them that say they come in for the appointment and like set up all the prep work like the club prep work for them to sign for the application. I mean the vaccine application and then also the wellness check in order for them to get vaccinated with the medical staff that is next to me. And then I also provide minimal language interpretation if they need a little assist of that. And then the third job, which I work with the temp agency, is the Beacon Hill Staffing Agency, where I collect and process and verify the document and the application, or even there's an annual reserve, I enter in that database. And I also maintain the applications within the storage. If like they have updated the application, I store it in the back storage room. And I also create a letter and documentation in their database to remind them that they are close to their application date that they can fill out and then have their income ready for them to get approved or continue their tenancy. And for the next job, I also have been working in the medical facility, which is the senior nursing home, where I do the background side, which is doing like helping the medical record, and I also do some kind of like activities and assist seniors when they need more like filling up waters or when they need more like translation help or some kind of sometimes they need like to call the emergency. I have to call the emergency line, the AMR, to come in to pick the patient for some like checkups or some emergency help. And I also assist nurse in creating the Excel form, so they have to do like sometimes for certain form like they have to know for certain group of patient that has to like the some drinking issue or some diabetic issue, they have to monitor the patient closely. So there's a certain group of patient that they have to like fill out those Excel sheets every day. And also I maintain the medical records, which like I have to file the discharge and storage in the downstairs storage room because they are no longer used. And also I provide the ICD-10 coding. Whenever there's new patients coming, I would like code the ICD-10 billing in order for our community to get billed from the government. Yeah, and that's all. I mean, also there's minimum issues like faxing the medical records to other facility like the community center if they request or from the hospital like the medication statements, sometime like that. Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's
thank
really long.
So I want to hear a little bit more about your experience with guests, just guest services. I know you've done a lot of, kind of in the background as well and getting them everything sorted as far as their payments and their vaccination. But one-on-one interactions, like in a time where you've been able to deliver an incredible experience for a guest or been able to do something really, really nice for them, what that was and
Well, yesterday I was still doing the guest escort, which I was standing in front of the escalator and then say, like, where should they go or after their wellness check, what should they do? I would say, like, I see they have like different cards sort out for which group they should board. So if they show me like the blue car or the green car. The green car is just they can go after the wellness check. So I would say just go upstairs after the security is just go for, with their medallion. And then if they have the blue car, then I see, oh, they need more document issues. So I have to say, like, after that security, they have to go to the green line, which they need more documentation issues. So that's what I should have from the front of the escalator, what I should do, because I have limit talking, or limit time to talk with a certain customer. The flow of the escalator is pretty huge. I cannot like do more talking time, like do more sharing time, just greet them. Yeah, that's what my front contact is.
Your what? I'm sorry.
That's what my face-to-face contact is to the customer. Yeah.
Just that's okay.
Yeah, because I
Um,
cannot spend more time because of due to the flow and due to the pace, because the
yes,
gate closes pretty soon, and then I couldn't take the time for the check-in, and then yeah, and the security check.
got it. A couple more questions.
Hmm.
So this job will require you to stand, sit, or walk for long periods of time. Are you comfortable with that?
Yes, I'm standing all the time too, and yeah, if it's required, I can do like whatever test is required.
Also, we work nights, weekends, and holidays. Do you have availability for those days?
Yes. Yesterday is Sunday, so I'm working too, so I have no problem with flexible hours. Yeah.
Gotcha. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, is there any weightlifting? I think there's some type of like 10 to 25 pound weight lift, right? For the guest test, for the ambassador.
It might. We probably won't be lifting too
Oh,
much.
okay. Just escort. Okay.
We're gonna be walking a lot.
That's true, yeah. So, what type of clothes is shoot for this job? For the
It's a
ambassador?
uniform. It's a
Uniform?
uniform.
Oh, you provide a uniform to all other.
Correct.
Okay. So what about the shoes? Do we have to
The
buy
shoes
ourselves?
will need to be provided by you. Yes.
What type of shoes is available? That's
It'll be black dress shoes.
just okay. Yeah. And if you say it's walking, is that going to be indoor walking or outdoor walking?
Both.
Both. Okay. And then I think that's all my question is for now. And then you have any more question with my application?
No, thank you for being so thorough and explaining everything that you do. I will let you know that I'm only hiring, I think, 5 more positions. I'm going to have a couple of interviews still scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be hearing back from us either way within the next 2 weeks. We do open at the tail end of October. Our first event is going to be kind of like around the 19th, 22nd, and 23rd. And trainings are happening in October as well.
Oh, in October. Okay, is that the beginning of October or the mid October?
All the entire month.
Oh, okay. Yes, I will schedule
There's
that.
different dates.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you, Alma. And anything else that I have missed or?
No, it's been a pleasure meeting you. If you have any questions, you have my email. Feel free
Yes.
to send me any post questions that you have. There are other positions available as well. I know that I'm only hiring for a couple. So if you are interested in anything else in the arena, because right now we're just hiring for a lot of different positions, let me know, and I'm more than happy to send your resume there as well.
Yeah, I also
like guest services. I know that's very closely to what you've been doing.
Yeah, that's true.
They're still hiring. They have different departments there as well. They have guest services desks where they'll be really just helping people and doing a lot of what you were doing over at the cruise line. They have many different options as well.
Yeah,
different things in the department.
Yeah, as you brought up, I applied to one of the guest service. I forget which department I got declined. So today I found like one more guest position, so I applied to that too. Yeah. So I'm just keep applying. Even it's part time or full time. Yeah.
Everything's part time for now.
Okay.
Yeah, right now everything's part time.
but it doesn't matter as long as I get some more experience. Just so to advance my customer service skill. Yeah.
It was so lovely meeting you.
Yes.
Again, reach out with any questions, okay?
Yeah, I have one more question. More about the vaccination issue. Like, is
Everyone
there
has to be vaccinated to work.
okay? So
Everyone.
yeah, so any vaccine should work, right? Like Johnson or Johnson or Pfizer.
Yes, but it has to be one of the three vaccines really that have been put out there, like Moderna, Johnson and Johnson, Pfizer, or even AstraZeneca.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it
Yeah,
has to be.
stick one of it. Okay, yeah. Thank you very much for your interview today. Yeah,
My
yeah,
pleasure, Jet. Lovely to meet you.
yeah. Lovely to hear you back too. But bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.